Okay, I'd say that's about enough of that. I had that planned for the intermission because originally I wanted to do both films back to back in one stream, but I decided to split them up with a little intermission in between of my own. Anyway, enough with that preamble. Welcome everybody to this Chuck Norris watch party of probably my favorite Chuck Norris movie, but that is something we'll be discussing tomorrow in a live stream on my buddy Dan's channel, Dan's Movie Cave. We'll be doing a Chuck Norris celebration live stream tomorrow on his channel. As a matter of fact, I might as well play the trailer for that one.
You're not so tough.
My turn to teach you.
So there you have it, the trailer for tomorrow. So I'll just left the link for that in the chat. So go down there and get notified for the episode tomorrow. We'll air about the same time as this one. So it's the same Chuck time, but a different Chuck channel. It won't be on my channel, but that will be on Dan's Movie Cave. Anyway, let's welcome in some people. Got Fran Sanchez, my good buddy Senor Sanchez. He says, "Hi Jeff, this is one of his better ones." Yeah, this is probably my favorite, but again, I'll save that for tomorrow. Still have a little stack of Chuck Norris movies to get through. I just watched The Octagon for the first time today. That was a pretty decent one. Not sure if it will make the top 10, but you never know. Bronson and Chuck, it's too much if I can pronounce that, testosterone. Yeah, that's the best I can do it. Hey Gareth, welcome buddy. See, Chuck wasn't big on the one-liners. Well, he has a couple in his career, but he's certainly no Arnie. that's for sure. And speak of the devil, here is Dan from Dan's Movie Cave, who will be doing the Chuck Norris stream with tomorrow, along with our regular collaborator Carlos. He's with For Life fan. So yeah, I know this is one of Carlos's favorite movies as well, Lone Wolf McQuade. So yeah. So I'm working with a different layout. I got the TV screen right there, sort of very small below me. Let's see if that helps, because on my last watch party that I did with Mike for Mike's DVD and Blu-ray collection, The Great Silence, we got a copyright claim on that one. So let's not repeat that again for tonight. But yeah, I think we should be good. So yeah, 1983's Lone Wolf McQuade. If you guys have your copy synced up, I would say let's hit play on this, and here we go. So we start off with the Orion Pictures logo. Remember them? Creator of many, or studio, I should say, studio of many great movies of the 80s, including one of the most famous examples, of course, The Terminator, 1984. So yeah, and yeah, this movie right off the bat it shows you its sort of spaghetti western influences with the sort of title credits here, and also the Francesco De Masi music. Who Francesco De Masi has composed a couple of spaghetti western scores, and the score for this one, as well as a lot of sort of parts in the movie, is a homage to Once Upon a Time in the West, which, as many of you might know, is my favorite spaghetti western. So the music is very similar to Morricone's score for that film, and yeah, the film itself is sort of a bit of a homage to Once Upon a Time in the West. So yeah. Franz is saying, have you seen The Hero and the Terror? Saw it for the first time a few months ago and I enjoy it. Yes, I certainly have, and I have it in my collection. The Germans omit the terror part. It's just known as Hero in Germany, but this is Hero and the Terror, which, yeah, it is a favorite of mine. A lot of you might be surprised tomorrow when I do my ranking how high it actually is in my ranking, but I actually really do like it. So yeah. Orion Pictures, they were Canon with prestige, indeed. Yes, nothing bad said against Canon, though. We'll be covering a great Canon film after this one. We'll of course have a Chuck Norris double feature after this one. After a bit of an intermission, we'll be doing Invasion USA, which is a Stone Cold Canon classic. Dan is saying Orion, Caracol, yeah, and Canon have the best logo intros ever. Yes, and I have queued up the Canon logo for when we do Invasion USA later, so we'll be enjoying that in all of its glory. Got Russell here. Yeah, hey Russ, how you doing, sir? Good to see you here. Love Silent Rage, Chuck Norris horror film. Yes, Silent Rage is another great one. Got that right here as well. Original poster, yeah, Silent Rage. Of which I have done a watch party a couple of months ago at this point, or was it? I think it was in January with my good buddy Jason from Backtrack Cinema. So yeah, Silent Rage is great. Invasion USA, but it's not Christmas. Yes, I know it's a Christmas movie. We should have done that in December, but well, we might as well use the occasion of Chuck's birthday to watch it. And speaking of which, here is his big introduction in Invasion USA, I want to say. Lone Wolf McQuade. Again, like I said, very spaghetti western-esque. I think Carlos and myself, we describe it as pretty much sort of a modern day spaghetti western. Well, modern day for the 80s, that is. But yeah, an updated spaghetti western. So yeah, and of course, famously, he plays a Texas Ranger in this one, which of course he would famously go on to play in a TV series, in a very successful TV series, Walker Texas Ranger. I've yet to see a lot of the rest of the series. This is season 1. This is the only one I've seen. I still need to catch up with the rest of the series. So yeah, I love this opening though. The music is great. And it feels very spaghetti western-esque. Oh, here's Jason, Backtrack Cinema. Hey, buddy, how's it going? I absolutely love this movie as well, buddy. So that is, it's great. I love this one. Dan, I won't say too much as I'll leave it for tomorrow, but some of Chuck's movies get a really bad ratings online. 5.4 for Invasion USA is ridiculous. It is, yeah. Yeah, it seems like of these 80s action heroes, like obviously you got, the A-list sort of action heroes like Stallone and Schwarzenegger, and then you sort of got the B-movie actors like Bronson and Norris and stuff. Seems like Norris really sort of gets a bit of a bad rap nowadays. Not too many people are fond of Chuck Norris's movies, which baffles me because I always found them entertaining. I mean, yes, they're the sort of cheaper made, B movies, but they're still pretty damn entertaining. Especially a movie like Invasion USA or Missing in Action. They spent a pretty good budget on those films, and they still hold up, in my opinion. So, and yeah, definitely this one for sure. I always found it odd this had an 18 certificate in the UK. It was only PG in the US. It's not particularly graphic. Yeah, I think it was originally rated R in the US. I did read this up in the trivia. I think it was originally an R-rated picture, but I think Chuck Norris sort of pleaded for the movie to get a PG rating. And well, if Chuck Norris is going to plead for the movie, it's going to happen. So, so yeah, they changed it to a PG. But yeah, I think it's an 18 in Germany as well, which means it would probably be a 16 here in the Netherlands. So yeah. Wave the Dragon killed by Bruce Lee. Ah, yes, Chuck asked Bruce who gets killed, and Bruce said, "You do, I'm the star." Yes, that's very correct. And fun trivia: had Bruce Lee had been alive during the making of this film, they actually wanted to cast Bruce Lee in the David Carradine part. Had he been alive, which they would have dubbed it the rematch of the century. So, which yeah, would have been cool. Yeah, obviously Bruce Lee sadly was dead for a couple of years by this point. But had he been alive, he would have been the number one choice, according to I think Steve Carver, the director of the film. He said that. So, oh, yeah, and even though I should point out, even though I do have both Lone Wolf McQuade and Invasion USA on Blu-ray, I'll be watching the DVD version. Maybe it'll help with copyright if it's a lesser quality transfer on display, but you never know. It's never a sure thing. Oh wait, I did that one already. Love all Chuck's films, screw the rest. Well, except for Forest Warrior, I don't think many people will defend that one. I know Hellbound has its fans, which is on YouTube, and I still have to watch that. I probably will sneak that in tomorrow before the stream. I know that's the last canon film that he did. A lot of people either hate it or some people actually do really like it. So I'm going into it with an open mind. So, and we have the Equalizer himself here, Bob McCall. Good evening, Bob. Good to see you here as well. Chuck was U.S. champ during Way of the Dragon. Yes, a legit tough guy. Couple of black belts, couple of karate awards, tournaments awards, stuff like that. Yeah, he's a real deal. This part there, they captured a couple of people there. Like when this guy says, "I hate rangers. My father got his teeth kicked out by a ranger once many years ago," and then what happens, of course, later on is Chuck kicks him in the face and breaks his teeth. So I hear Chuck makes his presence known. J.J. McQuade, Texas Ranger. That's right, baby. Yeah, this guy acts all cocky, but later on when Chuck gets down from the hill, it's it's gonna change his tune. Oh, here we go. Oh, they're taking pot shots at Chuck. Big mistake. Oh, he just shot a ranger. Cool close up there of Chuck. Like I said, very spaghetti western-esque. I think, wasn't it Roger Ebert who said that Chuck in this movie reminded him of Clint Eastwood in the spaghetti westerns, the Leone films, which again, yeah, since this film is a big homage to Sergio Leone and Once Upon a Time in the West and stuff like that, so I can see the comparison. I mean, Clint I would definitely rate higher than Chuck. I mean, nothing against Chuck, but Clint is, yeah. Oh, this is a cool show. Anyway, much prefer Clint. That's where I was going. Yeah, Vinny is here. Hey, Vinny. Good evening. This is one of Chuck's best films. Yes, that seems to be the general consensus. Even by myself, yeah. Lone Wolf McQuade is a fun watch, and so are the Mexican action films. You are very correct. Again, go through my pile here. Just got done watching the third one. I watched Mexican Action 1 yesterday, and today I watched, just before the stream, Mexican Action 2 and Braddock, Mexican Action 3. This is where they went Rambo, because Rambo First Blood Part 2, and they went Braddock, Mexican Action. Didn't catch on as much as Rambo. But still pretty badass films. Roger Ebert, what a wanker. Yeah, he didn't like anything, did he? Yeah. I was actually surprised that he compared Chuck to Clint in this one for his review. I was surprised when I found that out, because he does not seem like a Chuck Norris fan, or a Clint Eastwood fan for that matter. But Siskel and Ebert tended to be complimentary. Oh, they did. Oh, that surprises me. That does surprise me. Because yeah, again, I've been watching a couple of the early ones as well. A Force of One, which that's okay. It's okay. I much prefer his 80s ones. I did have a good time with this one, Breaker Breaker. I think his first major film as a major star, as a top billed sort of star. That was an okay one. But yeah, much prefer his 80s ones, especially the canon films. Especially those. I love those. And yeah, again, this one. Lone Wolf McQuade. Let's see, I think this is the part. Oh, you already kicked him in the teeth. And now he says, I'm going to fix your teeth. So, yeah, it's taking care of business here. Chuck. Ebert and Siskel loved The Devil's Rejects. Well, again, that surprises me if they loved anything. Because they hated a lot of great films. They did went back later on and corrected their mistake, but if I remember right, the Delta Force got a mixed response from them. Ebert liked it, Siskel didn't. Again, shocking. And that's usually the case as well. Like sometimes one would like it and the other one would hate it, but yeah. I do love the Delta Force. It is long for an action movie. It's over 2 hours, 2 hours 10 minutes. But then again, Delta Force 2 is almost 2 hours as well, so it's not that much of a difference. But yeah, I am yet to watch Sidekicks. Yeah, that is one of the Chuck Norris movies that has sort of escaped me. So I'll have to watch that. Maybe if I can, I'll sneak that in. But I'm also planning on sneaking in the Hitman tomorrow as well, which I do love the Hitman. That might be a top 10 favorite of mine. We shall see. Sidekicks has a special place for me, says Dan. Was a favorite from my childhood. Again, yeah, I'll have to give it a watch. Because I've never seen it. Again, it's one that escaped me. A lot of his 90s stuff I haven't seen. I've seen Hitman. Obviously, I've seen the first season of Walker, Texas Ranger. Trying to think, was Delta Force 2 89 or was that 90? Just trying to think. Yeah, Hitman was 90s. I think the Hitman might be the only one, and yeah, not much of his 90s stuff I've seen. Yeah, most of the 80s definitely. The rest will be okay made. Walker Texas Ranger I loved. Yes, like I said at the beginning, I really have to get the rest of the seasons. I've only seen the first season. I'll really have to get sort of like the box set or so of the rest of the seasons. I remember renting Sidekicks back when it was a new release. Yes. Oh, we just missed, what's his name? R.G. Armstrong. I think he's going to pop up here in this scene. Yeah, as the captain. I almost remember him from Predator, in the opening scene of Predator. He's the higher ranking army guy, that sort of recruits Arnie for the mission. I think we're going to get a shot of him here coming up. President's Man don't even bother with that. I have heard that those are terrible. He made like 3 of those, didn't he? Like 3 TV movies. Yeah. Bound by Honor or something. It has a couple of titles. Oh, there he is. There's the captain. Yeah. Yeah, that's another role he's known for. Prune Face in Dick Tracy. Yeah, you're absolutely correct there, Franz. Yeah. Prune Face. Yeah, there he is right there. Yeah. There's a couple of recognizable faces in this. Also, the late Al-Q Jones appears in this one, who also appears in Casino and so many other great films. He also was in The Patriot with Seagal. Which, yeah, Seagal. So this is the typical 70s, 80s, the superior berates the cop on the force, one of them typical scenes where he gets chewed out by superior. Actually, a lot of Dirty Harry similarities in this one. Here he gets a young partner. I think he's also called Chico, which I think was the name of the partner in Dirty Harry. Oh no, Ko, that's his name. Why was I thinking Chico? Ko. Anyway, it's a young Mexican ranger. And yeah, just like Eastwood did in Dirty Harry, he says, I work alone, I don't want a partner. So yeah, very similar to Dirty Harry a little bit there. Which yeah, Dirty Harry, of course, was a bit of a blueprint for all those cop movies. I mean, look at Cobra. Any TNA in this one? I should have watched this before I did this watch party, but since I figured I was going to watch these two movies tonight anyway, I might as well invite all of you to come along with me. I actually should have checked it before. I maybe Barbara Carrera shows a little bit during the love scene. I can't remember exactly. But yeah, we're gonna get to her because I love Barbara Carrera. All right, here is David Carradine, introduction of the villain right there. Most famously known for a lot of people as Bill in Kill Bill. But yeah, well-renowned martial artist in his own right. Allegedly, as some people, I think, doubt his martial arts, expertise. But regardless, he was a good on-screen fighter. Also, of course, famously known in the Kung Fu series, which ran from the 70s. I prefer Chuck over Van Damme and Seagal. Ooh, I think this is a topic we're going to be bringing up tomorrow on Dan's channel with this Chuck Norris stream. I have my answer, but I'm going to keep that. I'm going to keep that to myself until tomorrow. He was 95 years old. Is that R.G. Armstrong or L.Q. Jones? Let me know on that. Not from what I remember. Yeah, I thought Babs might. Yeah, again, I'm thinking she might. We shall see. We shall see. I can't remember too well. Remember, it's a pretty lengthy love scene that they have, so there might be a bit of skin. I know Chuck definitely gets bare-chested, as you can see in the picture just below me there, showing off his great amount of chest hair. Barbara Carrera showed a bit of nip and Never Say Never Again. Yes. Teenage Me paused that scene to check if that was true, and it is. Speaking of Bond, I just watched Goldfinger in one of the ITV channels. Never gets old to me. Yeah, love Goldfinger. It's a classic. Can't go wrong with that one. One of the quintessential Bond movies for sure. But yeah, as Franz has pointed out, Never Say Never Again, that is the other of the two films that Barbara Carrera did in 1983. She did the same year as this one. She did Never Say Never Again. Yeah, very, very true. Which, of course, Never Say Never Again is a movie I've done a watch party of with the esteemed gentleman right there, Mr. Video Tasties. Last Christmas, yeah, we did that on Christmas. They showed it uncut, thankfully. What would they cut out of Goldfinger? I mean, I know a lot of people say the 60s Bond films aren't politically correct anymore, but fuck them. Did you still need a tele license in tele license? Ah, okay. Yeah, Brussels, it sucks. Okay, yeah. Obviously, that goes over my head because I'm in the Netherlands. Man talk. Yeah, I know that scene. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I never was a fan about that. So, yeah. I hear Chuck is doing some target practice with a sawn-off shotgun. Is it? I think it is. Being bare-chested, yeah, all manly. This is the 80s, right? It's this is when men were still men. That's for sure. Got Jim here from Jim's Movie Channel. Hey, Jim, how's it going, sir? Good to see you here. Everybody check out Jim's channel, by the way. He does some great sort of videos and pickups and stuff, and the man knows his stuff. You'd be surprised what ITV and BBC especially cut nowadays. Yeah, it is a shame, isn't it? Oh, oh, maybe I dropped out there for a second. I saw the screen go black, but the man talk bit was left in. That's good. Jim, Russell. Yeah, no worries, Jim. Very welcome. No problem at all. So yeah. Oh yeah, here's the introduction of his car, right? The Dodge Ram Charger, is it? Which has supercharge in it, and he uses here the loose Kato. Love the nitro sound effect. Yes. I mean, when I watched this one in my early teens, I really wanted this car. This car is awesome. It probably would, it probably would drink a lot of gasoline, but yeah. We used to have a channel called Movies for Men. How offensive. Oh, we used to, so it's not a thing anymore. Actually, I think we have that still here in the Netherlands. We're not as woke yet. We still sort of have one channel, RTL7. They promote themselves as the channel for men and stuff. Wonder how long that's gonna last. Probably not long, but. Hey Gareth, did you sort it? Don't know what this is in reference to. The TV license only exists because the BBC doesn't have commercial breaks. ITV channel 4 and 5 are less of a problem. Oh, BBC doesn't have commercial breaks. Okay. Oh, here is for the horror fans among us from Friday the 13th Part 3, The Daughter. Dana Kimmel, I believe is her name. I'm doing this all off the top of my head. I didn't have time to make any notes or stuff, but. Movies for Men was a good channel. It is sadly missed, says Fran Sanchez. I bet. Chuck Norris is so tough. Oh, here we go with the Chuck Norris jokes. I wondered when these were going to turn up. Chuck Norris is so tough he doesn't do push-ups, he pushes the earth down. Yes, and my favorite from the Expendables 2 is Chuck Norris was once bitten by a king cobra, and after 5 days of agonizing pain, the cobra died. German-born, but if I can talk, sorry guys. German-born, but was adopted by British parents and grew up with British shows and films. Awesome. Hey, Yam Yam is here. How's it going, Yam Yam? Good to see you here. Hope you're doing well. We got Sean, who's a regular video tasties viewer. Thanks for popping up on my channel as well. How's it going, sir? I used to love the Chuck Norris memes. Chuck drinking coronavirus for breakfast. Indeed, yeah. Yeah, Chuck's tears, they're the cure for cancer, but the sad reality of it is Chuck Norris has never cried, and he never will. Hey, Sean. Like Chuck Norris, yes, we do love Chuck Norris over here on the 101 Bronson channel, so that's good. Talking Pictures TV is a pretty good channel with classic black and white flicks. Oh. Chuck Norris is a legend, yes. Sadly, I think by the youth, he's a bit forgotten. The youth, all the kids that love their Marvel films, they don't even watch a movie from the 80s or whatever. But to all of us legit movie fans, he's a legend. Beneath Chuck's beard is another fist. Yes, indeed. I should have queued up that clip from Family Guy because I think they use that in Family Guy. But maybe I'll get it for the Invasion USA one in the intermission. Maybe I can get it on there. I love Hero and the Terror, also the Delta Force 1 and 2. Yes, those are some of my favorites. If I can find my copy, there it is. We did talk about Hero and the Terror a little bit earlier, but yeah, I love that one. And yeah, Delta Force 1 and 2, I guess we could talk a little bit about Delta Force, since I haven't mentioned those on the stream yet. But yeah, here's The original, Chuck Norris, Lee Marvin, which originally was supposed to be Charles Bronson, and actually do have a picture of both Chuck and well, of the two Chucks, I should say. There they are at a function for Canon. Yeah, these two were supposed to star in the Delta Force. Unfortunately, it didn't happen, but that would have been awesome. I do love Lee Marvin, but that would have been if Charles Bronson was in there. Yeah, yeah. Delta Force 2, a lot of people do prefer it over the first one. Upon recent rewatch, I do love it, but there's just something about that original one. It's I don't know. It's they're both great action movies, that's for sure. Yeah. Wonder if Bruce Lee ever thanked Chuck for letting him win that fight in Way of the Dragon. Yeah, that's a very memorable fight, by the way. That's talked about this when I did the Bruce Lee stream with Carlos and Dan about a year or so ago. That was the first part of that was the first sort of Chuck and Bruce Lee film that I saw. I always remember that Coliseum fight. That's such a memorable scene. Yeah, I do need to check out the Octagon one day. It is on YouTube. I actually recently watched it today. Watched it early this afternoon. It is on YouTube, so it's a decent one. Has the amazing Lee Van Cleef in it, although I wish he was in more. Yeah. Invasion USA. Yeah, definitely my favorite Chuck Norris movie. Code of Silence. Oh yeah, that's another great one. Actually, believe it or not, I still have to upgrade that one to Blu-ray. I only have that on DVD. I really have to get a Blu-ray of that one. But yeah, I do love Code of Silence. Yeah, Andrew Davis film. Henry Silva. Yeah, that's a great one. Oh, here's LQ Jones. And I just spotted Barbara Carrera as well. She's about to make her entrance in this film. So many people are calling on the BBC to show commercials so the license can be scrapped. But the beep, the beep, always finds some bullshit excuse. The BBC sucks. If it disappeared tomorrow, I wouldn't miss it. Yeah, I can understand that. I can definitely understand that. Back in the 80s and 90s, Chuck Norris was a huge action star. Yes, he was. He was huge. Yeah, definitely. If it wasn't Sly or Arnold, if it wasn't Bronson then or Eastwood, you would have went for a Chuck Norris film, or you know, he was up there with those guys for sure. Hey, Mike is here from Mike's DVD and Blu-ray collection. How's it going, Mike? Always good to see you here. Bob Chuck. Oh, wait. Bob Chuck. This is him saying it to Bob. Okay. Chuck asked Bruce who gets killed, and Bruce said, "You do, I'm the star." Yeah. In fact, I discovered that him and Van Damme had been friends, and Van Damme was an extra in the movie Missing in Action. Yes, I was saying this to Gareth yesterday before we did our Heat watch party. I tried to spot Van Damme in Missing in Action because there's that on-set sort of picture of him in the military getup and stuff. So I know what he looks like in the movie, but I just can't spot him. I think he's too far away, too much sort of in the background. But yeah, supposedly Van Damme is in there, and there's a video on YouTube of the both of them sparring, which is pretty cool to see. Yam Yam says, I must admit I'm not really a Chuck Norris fan, but I absolutely love The Way of the Dragon, and I love Bruce Lee. Yeah, that's a great one. Also a big fan of Sidekicks with Chucks. Not seen that film in years. Pure nostalgia. Yeah, again, like I said earlier, Sidekicks is definitely one I need to watch. Haven't seen that one yet. One of the only Chuck films I haven't seen. Hey, Carlos, here he is. Says, hi, Jeff. Just a quick hi. Looking forward to our Chuck Norris live stream. Lone Wolf McQuade. Ah, it's his favorite. Yeah, I call it. Love the spaghetti western feel to it. Yes, I know you do, buddy, and that's exactly why I love it as much as well. Spaghetti western meets martial arts. That's awesome. As we just witnessed David Carradine's display of martial arts here. Might as well risk it a little bit. There's the lovely Barbara Carrera. That's about all I'm willing to risk, though. So Chuck Norris and Van Damme got reunited in Expendables 2. Yes, Expendables 2. Yeah, that's probably, if you ask like the kids nowadays, if they've seen Chuck Norris, they probably will say Expendables 2. That might be the only one they've seen, but it is a good film, and I do like Chuck in it. The one thing that bothers me is he comes out to the Good, the Bad, the Ugly song, which is, that belongs to Clint Eastwood. Come on, it's not Chuck's song. The Coliseum fight scene was so cool. Yeah, it definitely was. Yeah. I have a Bruce Lee playlist on our channel. Oh, awesome, Russell. Yeah. We do love bros, really. We do love Bruce Lee. Who's going to join my YouTube haters ball? Oh yeah, that's all your. I did see your post for that. Who are we gonna hate on? Because I can hate on a couple people. Is it gonna be you hating on all of your nemesis, or what's the idea of it? God of Silence 88 films release, Jeff, is the way to go. Yes, that is a great release. I've been eyeing that one up. If it's still available, I'm gonna grab a copy of that one for sure. Definitely. Oh yeah, yeah. Chuck is kicking some ass here, as he does, as he usually does. And then I think David Carradine is coming over, and he's gonna be like, "Hey, why don't you fight me?" And Chuck is not gonna fight him yet. We're gonna have to wait until the finale for that. Oh no, yeah, they're about to fight, but Barbara Carrera breaks it up. Yeah, that's it. Oh yeah, David Carradine doing the head moves. Yeah. In fact, and oh wait, I skipped this comment. Yeah, check out Jim's channel. Indeed, I already plugged Jim's channel earlier, Carlos. Yeah, he's definitely a recommended channel. That's for sure. In fact, in reality, Chuck Norris and Bruce Lee were equal as different fighters. Yeah, I think who was it? One of them said if it was a real fight, he would win. I forget who said if it was Chuck that said it about Bruce or the other way around, but it was a great fight. That's for sure. Good Guys Wear Black. Yeah, that's one of his early ones as well, which I rewatched last Friday. Yeah, it was Friday. If I can find my copy of it. Yeah, here it is. Good Guys Wear Black. Which is famously known as the one where he kicks through the windshield of the car, which was a pretty cool scene. Jim is saying, "Thanks, my friend. Just posted 1994." Oh yeah, that's exactly what Jim is doing. He's going through like the movies by years and stuff. It's pretty cool. He's like doing the best of '94, best of '83, and etc. etc. It's really cool. Chuck Norris fans tuning in. Yeah, salute the man, 84 years old. Yeah, he's looking pretty damn good, and apparently he's doing a new movie. So hopefully soon we'll get to see him on the big screen again, which will be awesome. Gareth, only peace and love here. And a bit of badassness because of Chuck. I have one of his movies where Chuck plays. That's another one I haven't seen. Yeah, Slaughter of San Francisco. I think 88 Films brought that out recently. But yeah, Chuck is barely in it from what I've heard. So yeah, that is one I should check out. Chuck does not know the words peace and love. But yeah, case in point, he just knocked the guy out there. Yeah. Yeah, Chuck Norris. He can't even go on a date without being bothered. He can't even go out with the smoking hot Barbara Carrera without being bothered by somebody. I've been trying to find a DVD or Blu-ray of Sidekicks, but I don't think there's any. I don't think there has been any released here in England. So I'll try to track a Region B copy down. Yeah, I do know of the one that Carlos has. It's Vinegar Syndrome, but that's Region A locked. Which that is a great release. When I saw that on Carlos's channel, I was like, oh, I actually have to get that, and I still haven't. But yeah, it is a cool looking edition, that's for sure. Director Steve Carver asked Chuck to grow the beard. Yeah, this was the first movie where Chuck Norris had his trademark beard. Before this, he appeared clean shaven or just with a tash. Yeah, Steve Carver has directed Chuck Norris earlier in Eye for an Eye. Don't pay attention to the German title, but that's a 1981 film, or 82 was it? 81. It was 81 with Christopher Lee in this one. Yeah, Christopher Lee versus Chuck Norris. That's it's a decent film. It's not one of my favorites, but Lone Wolf McQuade. The fact that it's a good action movie, but even the fight scene between Chuck and David Carradine was great. Yeah, that's a great fight scene. Definitely. I'm gonna save this piece of trivia for later, but there's actually no stunt doubles in that scene. I'm gonna get further into that later. I have a Chuck playlist also. Yeah, awesome. It's been like 10 years since Chuck Norris retired from movies. Yeah, the last one was Expendables 2. And yeah, he is doing a new one, from what I've heard. So we'll certainly be anticipating that one to be released. Ooh, kissy time. Yeah, kissing Barbara Carrera. Lucky devil. Eye for an Eye is a great Chuck Norris classic. Yeah, with Christopher Lee. That's right. Yeah, like I said, it's an okay one for me. It's not one of my all-time favorites, but it's a decent watch. Have you heard of Robert Bronzy? Yes, I certainly have. Yes. He looks so much like Charles Bronson, almost a spitting image. I can't believe they're not related. Imagine if Bronson was alive and they were in a film together. Yeah. They could do Double Impact. That would be awesome. Double Impact, double dose of Bronson. That doesn't sound like a bad idea, actually. Any links to the People channels mods? What's this? You'll have to elaborate on that one. You've seen his blog post from about 15 years. What's this in reference to? Blog post. Oh, for Chuck? Okay. Eye for an Eye, yeah. Logan's War was not bad. Again, that's one I haven't seen. Like I said, pretty much from the 90s onwards, I haven't seen all too much of his work. A lot of the TV movies and stuff I didn't see. Chuck didn't rate Carradine's fighting skills. Yeah, that's very true. I think, what was the quote? He said, David Carradine is as good a martial artist as I am an actor. I think that's what Chuck said about him, which could be taken one or two ways, right? Yeah, everybody thought so about. Yeah, he's doing a new movie. Yeah, I have to check out the new Van Damme Born to Kill movie. Oh, yeah, I'll definitely be interested to see some more Van Damme. It's been a while since he's done a movie. Oh, no worries, Sean. I was glad you were able to tune in anyway. Yeah, Vinegar Syndrome, sidekicks, indeed. I do believe that is region A locked. I only have two Vinegar Syndrome releases myself. I have the undefeatable Cynthia Rothrock 4K, which of course is region free because it's a 4K. And I got the Sworn to Justice Blu-ray, which I think is region A locked. So I think they do region A locked releases, sadly. But again, I have a region free player, so it doesn't matter to me. But oh yeah, there is a German Blu-ray release of Sidekicks as well. I have seen it on Amazon, a media book. Yeah, and yeah, Dan has that one. Dan's Movie Cave. Yeah. So a tally show clip on YouTube where Chuck has a small role and beats up a guy and trying to fight him. Tally show clip on YouTube. Yeah, I haven't seen. I'll have to look that one up. Charles Bronson and Robert Bronzy in a film. I'd purchase that in a physical media. Purchase that in physical media day one. Yeah. Double Impact. Yeah. Thank you, Sean. I'll see you next time. I need to subscribe to channels I haven't subbed to. Let's see, who's a moderator? Dan is a moderator. Carlos is. You can, I think, visit their channels. You know what, Russell, since you're here, can I do this? Oh, I can't do it on StreamYard, can I? Crap. I was gonna make you a moderator, but don't have the power to do so because my phone is recording the tally and this is my tablet, so don't have any devices at hand, but yeah, definitely. There's a lot of channels here that you should subscribe to or should be subscribed to already. Yeah. Yeah. Good night, Sean. if I hadn't said that already. Have it on our Chuck playlist. Okay, I will check that out, Russell. We'll check that out. So I'm caught up with the comments for now. There's a new one. Crap. Helps if I click it. It's a shame Cynthia Rothrock wasn't as big as she could have been. Not the greatest actress, but an outstanding martial artist. One of the best female martial artists, maybe even the best. Well, sounds redundant to say it from my end, but I love Cynthia Rothrock. I think everybody knows that by now. I mean, I'm looking there at my on my wall. I have the Sworn in Justice poster, and I have my autographed Cynthia Rothrock picture hanging below it, framed up. So I love Cynthia. Yeah. Yeah, I'm very excited for China O'Brien. Very excited for China O'Brien. I pre-ordered that right away. Pre-ordered them from Eureka. Yeah, very excited for those. Actually, funny. I just recently introduced a buddy of mine to Cynthia Rothrock's movies. I watched China O'Brien with my buddy, and he absolutely loved it. So he's a Cynthia Rothrock fan as well now. Oh yeah, this is why he's now my nemesis, allegedly, because I because of my interest in Cynthia Rothrock. Where's your autographed picture of her then, Gareth? She was in London last year. You should have went to the Comic-Con. Oh yeah, look what we started now. Everybody's going on about Cynthia Rothrock, and hey, I love it because I love her. I should add, by the way, she had her birthday as well. Last Friday, was it, or last Saturday? So happy belated birthday to Cynthia Rothrock. Not that she's watching my channel, but you never know. Oh, and good point. Well, you were having a watch party, so I didn't want to compete with you. So that's why. Otherwise, I probably would have done it. But maybe we'll have a belated birthday Cynthia Rothrock watch party stream this week. Maybe. Oh yeah, the Corey Haim films. Yeah, they're both on YouTube, by the way. Oh, what's the freaking title? Fast Getaway 1 and 2. Undefeatable, Guardian Angel. Yeah, I love them too. Yeah. Oh yeah, Fast Getaway. There it is. Russell was shouting it at me. She's awesome, very underrated, absolutely gorgeous too. Oh, Gareth, I think you don't have to worry about me. I think looks like Yam Yam has a thing for her as well. Yeah, it's about time China O'Brien getting some love. I agree. Yeah, it's a great film. Oh yeah, Dan has told me this story when he was in the at the London Film Comic-Con with Carlos, where Carlos coincidentally met Chuck Norris. I'm sure we're going to hear about that story tomorrow on the stream as well. But yeah, Cynthia was there, and yeah, Dan didn't have the nerve to sort of talk to her. I think she. How many times did she pass by you, Dan? Twice, 3 times? I would have at least said hi, Cynthia, but I mean, I can get it. I'll probably would have. You know, I would have been geeking out a little bit. I think. Maybe it's for the best, Gareth, that I wasn't there for the interview with that you done with her. Oh, all the good names are taken. Podcast is here. How's it going? Never seen this movie. Oh, this is a absolute must-watch Chuck Norris film. If there's any Chuck Norris film to watch, it's probably this one. Definitely one of the all-time best. Good action, good suspense, great vehicles, great soundtrack, so many great elements. Jeff is oh dear. Cynthia Rothrock's #1 social media stalker. He follows her in her sleep. I did wish her a happy birthday on Facebook, and she has hearted my message, so yeah. You're welcome, Cynthia. Hope you had a great birthday. Oh yeah, 3 times is what Dan said. Yeah, so Cynthia Rothrock passed by Dan and Carlos 3 times. Yeah. I think she fancied me. Oh, watch it. Gareth is getting jealous. I have the double bill of China O'Brien on DVD. Not seen them yet, but I couldn't say no to that Blu-ray release, so I had to pre-order it. Yeah, I definitely pre-ordered that as well. Yeah, I got them on the German DVD. Picked them up, I think last year around this time, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, obviously well before the announcement of the 4K and the Blu-ray. So I covered this one already. The most gorgeous I've seen Cynthia was in Undefeatable, the scene where she was in that lovely dress with that beautiful red hair. Watch Sworn to Justice, Yam Yam. I think that's her at her most beautiful and sexy, and well, also the most revealing of her, if you catch my drift. Oh, Russell just subbed to East. Well, yeah, definitely. Carlos has been my sort of longest buddy here on YouTube. He's definitely a great guy. Even though he prefers Robert De Niro to Al Pacino, which him and me sort of always had this ongoing battle about, but sort of ongoing debate, discussion. But yeah, Carlos is a great guy for sure. I mean, he's Eastwood for life fan. I mean, can't go wrong with a channel that's called Eastwood for life fan. You know, just like 101 Bronson. Oh yeah, this is the guy with the glasses. I forget his name, but being tortured a little bit, or well, tortured is a strong word, but Alcu Jones is playing a bit of games with this guy. Oh yeah, the Mac 10. I forgot about this scene. Alcu Jones gonna fire this at full auto. It's amazing that he didn't hit him by accident, but. Yeah, Alcu Jones is a very underrated actor as well. I love Alcu Jones, everything he's popped up in. He sort of was like that quintessential cowboy sort of looking guy before Sam Elliott. He sort of had the same look, right, with the Taj and everything. Even though Sam Elliott has got the voice. I think it's a Hong Kong Boulevard DVD I have. I think also good shout, 101 Bronson, Sworn to Justice. Yeah, she's very hot in that film, exactly. Thanks, Russell. Cynthia looked fine at the London Movie and Comic Con. Dan will regret it talking and getting a photo. Very approachable, yeah. She does seem very approachable. That is correct. Yeah, she always likes my my comments on her Instagram and Facebook page. So, I mean, I've been wishing Sly Stallone a happy birthday for about 3 or 4 years. He never liked my comment once. So, although I get it, Sly gets like 600 million comments. So. Not even Dolph has liked the comment of mine. I've wished Dolph a happy birthday for the last few years as well, but nothing. But Cynthia, she always, in a way, replies by at least liking the comment. So. Oh, right. Yeah. Mike is up to your channel, Russell. Good. Everybody's subbing to each other. That's awesome. We're connecting people here. So. Next phone calls will be ready. I'll slap on the Old Spice. Oh, Old Spice, yeah. Does anybody actually like that scent? Hey, I didn't bring her up. I did not bring her up, Carlos. Who's to blame for this one? Let me scroll back through the comments. Oh, Yam Yam. Yam Yam is to blame for this one. There you go. I'll have to. Oh yeah, Knox Goes Away. I saw the trailer for that. Yeah, a Michael Keaton film with Al Pacino. Yeah, that's the next upcoming film for Al Pacino. So it'll probably be released before I wrap up my review series. So that's going to be an episode further down the line. So yeah. Oh, Yam Yam just subbed. Yeah, awesome. You gotta wonder how legit those Twitter accounts are. Well, yeah, Twitter is the only social media I don't have, but can't believe that Cynthia does her own thing, but Sly must be so busy with other things. Oh, on Instagram and stuff, I think it's Sly. Again, you never know for sure, but yeah. Just playlists. Well, if they're awesome playlists, why not? Oh yeah, there you go. The comments just jumped, but there you go. Now I'm caught up with the comments for now. Okay, this is typical women, right? Sort of bitching about Chuck's lifestyle. You have to clean this place up. No more beer. She throws his beer in the trash. I would have kicked her out if she threw my beer in the trash. Of course, I'm kidding, guys. Although, there's a couple of things you shouldn't mess with, and a man's beer is one of them. So, yeah. But yeah, this is, yeah, Chuck sort of kicks her out, or she leaves. They have a big argument. She leaves, and then Chuck's like, no, come back, come back. I mean, I get it. It's Barbara Carrera, but. Oh, and she's crying. Oh, her feelings are hurt. Oh wait, I skipped one. Oh, the comments jumped. Sly does post some good stuff on Instagram. Yes, he does. Yeah, that tribute he did for Carl Weathers, that got me pretty teary-eyed. That was heartfelt. Dolph was miserable as hell. Yeah, yeah. I guess he just wasn't having his day. Yeah, we all have that, but yeah. Oh, everybody's subbing to each other. Awesome. Not a big social media guy, but Slice updates are usually interesting. Yeah. Oh, here we have a little bit of a love montage. Oh yeah, I forgot about the wolf. Yeah, he has a pet wolf. Am I gonna risk it? Yeah. Look at that. There's a bit of a slow motion, falling in love montage going on. I will probably have to remove it in a little bit. I'm almost positive there's a bit of nudity in the love scene that's coming up. I have to keep my eye out. Oh, we skipped. Oh, there's no love scene. Guess that's coming up then. All right, Carlos. Take care, buddy. Have a good one. Yeah, I will talk to you after this one. So yeah, have a good one, buddy. Take care, Eastwood. Oh, speaking of which, now that he's still maybe here, there's a reference to Clint Eastwood in this movie. Well, not an intentional reference, but there's a hospital in this movie called Eastwood Hospital, which it's not in reference to Clint Eastwood, but it's just a cool coincidence. So imagine a female Expendables film with Cynthia Rothrock, Kathy Long, Zoe Bell, Sue Price, Linda Hamilton. Ooh, and so now you're talking Sigourney Weaver. Yeah, that would be awesome. They sort of have done a little female Expendables kind of movie with Cynthia, straight to DVD. The Mercenaries, or Mercenaries, I think it was called, with Zoe Bell. I think Brigitte Nielsen is even in that one. Vivica A. Fox. I've seen like the first 30 minutes of that. I sort of tuned out. I'll have to give that a rewatch. But so they have sort of done that on a very small scale. But yeah. Was Dolph visible at the convention? Yes, apparently he was. Carlos, when he met Chuck Norris there and Cynthia Rothrock was there and everything, Dolph was there that day as well. And I actually requested Carlos to get me an autograph of Dolph. And yes, so Carlos was happy to oblige. And of course, I paid Carlos for it and everything. So yeah, Carlos got me the autograph, but apparently he did not even look up from the table and stuff. Oh yeah, that's exactly what Dan says right there. Yeah, didn't even look up to say hi to the fans. Yeah. So yeah, I wasn't there, but apparently, yeah, according to Dan and Carlos, he was pretty miserable on that day. So yeah, yeah, just up the mic. But apparently Chuck was brilliant at the convention. He talked to everyone. Yeah, and yeah, apparently as well Cynthia, she was very approachable, etc. So yeah, everybody seemed to have a good day besides Dolph, which is a shame. But I got my autograph, so that's the good part of the story. I haven't received it yet because Carlos. So sort of put it together with a trade package that I'm doing with him. He has shipped out a trade package, I think, yesterday. So once I get my Dolph Lundgren signed picture, you know where I'm going to be hanging that one, right by that poster. So yeah. There you go. Oh, Yam Yam has The Mercenaries on DVD. Wasn't a fan, but I had to keep it as a Cynthia flick. Yeah. Also, I think Brigitte Nielsen. Yeah, Brigitte Nielsen. She is in it. Yeah, I think was she the bad guy or something, or the bad girl, I should say, or bad woman. Villain, the villainess. Yeah. But yeah, if they did a big budget sort of female Expendables movie, definitely get Cynthia in there, and yeah, I would love to see it. Oh boy, shit's gonna hit the fan. I think this is the part where, yeah, LQ Jones is gonna. Oh yeah. David Carradine being a bad boy. That's surprising, Fran says. Dolph usually seems quite laid back. Yeah, I was surprised when I heard that, because again, from my point of view, Dolph usually seems a bit laid back as well and stuff. So, I don't mean to make excuses, but to be fair, he's been through a lot lately. Yeah, maybe he just wasn't. He was just having one of them days. I mean, again, we all have them, but it does suck for the fans if you have one of them days when you're at a convention. So yeah. Jim Helwick, aka the Ultimate Warrior, my favorite wrestler. What I liked about him was that when he met his fans, he always stood up. He spoke to them eye to eye. Oh, cool. Yeah, I do know the Ultimate Warrior. He was a great wrestler. Yeah. He'd also sign things the way fans would want them signed. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. Yam Yam love Jim. Oh, Jim's movie channel. I love the Ultimate Warrior. Great promos. Yeah, I know Dan is a big wrestling fan. He definitely of the old school era. For them a bit younger, so I'm more of today's era, but I do know quite a bit about sort of the old WWF era and stuff. So yeah. Did Dolph seem miserable because of his health? Makes sense. If he's agreed to be there, he should at least be welcoming to the fans. Yeah, again, yeah, could be any number of reasons. I think Carlos also said it was like right at the end of the day, and yeah, maybe I think he was like, just get this over with or whatever. Could be one of those things, but we'll never know. Again, the good part of the story is I got my autograph. I got my signed picture of the man, so yeah. The Ultimate Warrior actually legally changed his name to Warrior. Oh, I did not know that. That's cool. That's cool. Loved Stone. Oh, love Stone Cold. Pardon the pun, but that's a Stone Cold classic in my opinion. Yeah, everybody loves Stone Cold. I'm actually hearing sirens outside my house. Is there something going on? Are the cops coming to get me? What are those sirens? Oh, they're moving away. It's okay. Nobody's gonna arrest 101 Bronson today. Well, fingers crossed. Russell, that's a great movie, great badass, and scene, absolute carnage. Yes. Oh, that's one I should do a watch party on, but I think Gareth might be planning that, so I don't want to step on his toes. But yeah, do love Stone Cold. That's definitely one that deserves a watch party in the future on any channel. I was born in 1994. I only liked wrestling prior 1995. No Mercy on Batista versus Eddie Guerrero and The Undertaker versus Rey Mysterio. Yes, those were some good matches. Definitely. Michael Caine sent the police because he can't stand that Dutch. Yeah, just like Gareth can't. Probeer het eerst, Bars. Come to get me. I knew you were waiting for me to finish that quote, wasn't you, friends? Wrestler Stone Cold got it from his wife. She said, Steve, eat your dinner before it gets Stone Cold. Oh, well, I don't have the golf clap clip that Gareth has, but that deserves a bit of a golf clap. I'll allow it. Okay. Speaking of Stone Cold, his films are great. Condemned, Damage, Tactical Force, and Hunt to Kill. I haven't seen too many of Steve Austin's films. Obviously, besides Expendables 1, which he was in, he did that film with Seagal. If I can remember the title, Maximum Conviction. And I think he did one with Dolph, The Package. I've seen that film. I've not seen too many other of Stone Cold's films, Steve Austin's films. Hey, Dave is here. Savage Zombie Reviews. How's it going, Dave? When Chuck wakes up, the devil shits himself. Yes. That's our 5th Chuck Norris joke of the night. But welcome anyway, Dave. At least it wasn't one that was already mentioned, so it's an original one. It's a new one. Yeah, I mean, The Longest Yard with Stone Cold. Oh, what's that with Stone Cold? The remake. I forgot he was in that. It's been a while since I watched that. Oh wait, this is, I think, the love scene. I have to keep my eye out if Barbara gets naked. Or maybe I missed it and you guys already were enjoying the boobies or whatever, but I don't think we've seen anything yet, have we? Oh yeah, this is the part that always does get me, the poor wolf. Yeah. Wolf dog. Yeah. Dog wolf, whatever. Yeah, I think it must be because the original one was way before Steve Austin was a thing, so the original one from the 70s. It has to be the sounder one. But yeah, again, I also forgot that Steve Austin was in that. Oh, Chuck. Yeah, Chuck knows something is up. Oh yeah, she is naked under the blankets, but I don't think you see anything. Besides Chuck, awesome amount of chest hair. Which I have a pretty fair amount of chest hair, but Chuck has me beat. Compared to Chuck, I mean... Chuck is a Yeti compared to me. Oh, I think that might be actually what I'm hearing there, the gunshot sound effect. That might be the 44 Magnum gunshot sound effect from Dirty Harry. Which would make sense because I think that is a 44 Magnum that he has there. So again, there's a couple of Dirty Harry connections and similarities in this one. Yeah, Dave is waving, so I'm waving back. Used to have a Malamute, so this scene strikes a chord. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is the scene here. Yeah, I do always hate it when animals get hurt in movies. Either real or faked. Obviously, if it's for real, it's even worse, but yeah. Yeah, this is sad. The poor, yeah. They killed his dog. Now he's out for revenge. Now let the carnage start. Best Hell in a Cell ever. Oh yeah, it's definitely up there. I agree. Russell loves the youngest, well really, The Longest Yard and the original Longest Yard. Also like John Cena and the Marine with Robert Patrick. 12 Rounds. I wasn't the biggest fan of the Marine sequels. The 12 Rounds 2 with Randy Orton was okay, but prefer the John Cena one. Yeah, John Cena I'm not the biggest fan of, to be honest. He's okay, but there are other wrestlers and other wrestlers turned actors that I prefer, but yeah. I'm hairy. Not quite Sean Connery or Robin Williams. Yeah, Sean was pretty hairy as well, wasn't he? Yeah. Well, except for up here. That was, of course, a rock, but yeah, very hairy nonetheless. Yeah, same here. Dan's Man Cave Thanks, Dan. And yes, I remember when they visited the prison bar with the great Kali, and yeah, he's huge, and him playing the table tennis made me laugh. I think I'm remembering it now, but again, it's been a while. Oh, Russell has a 12 rounds DVD. There you go. I'm not hairy. I'm smooth. Smooth as a baby's bottom. Oh yeah, I think Chuck is angry now. They went too far. They pushed him too far. I can hear the trailer guy already. I think we're pretty far into the movie already. This movie is flying by. Forget how much this movie flies. Oh yeah, already an hour in. Only got about 30 minutes, 45 minutes left. So this movie flies by. And I got a feeling that Invasion USA is gonna fly by even more. Great pacing. Man, I love this movie. Yamian is asking, have you seen Second Evil with Kane? The first one is great, but not a fan of the sequel. I have not seen that one. No, I haven't. Maybe Dan has, but I haven't. Me too, people. Shave their legs. No, the legs, they got some hair on there too, so. And that's where I'll leave it. Enough talk about body hair, guys. Yeah, see no evil. Yeah. Oh yeah yeah okay, I get it. Okay, so see no evil is the title of the film. No, I haven't seen that one. Haven't seen that one. I think we're still doing good with the copyright and stuff because like I said, when I did that Great Silence one with Mike, we already had people saying like the stream has gone black, just black screen. So as long as that's not happening, I think we're still on the air and everything. So we're doing good with this one. Fingers crossed. We're gonna keep it up for the next film after this. Which during the intermission, I might relocate to the living room because obviously now I'm in the movie room, but I don't smoke in the movie room. So and I do feel like I need a fag in a few minutes, so or pretty soon anyway. So I might relocate during the intermission to the living room. What action hero and female action hero? Yeah, action hero would you like to have seen in a flick together? I'd love to have seen Van Damme and Cynthia. Yeah, definitely. Together, especially as they both have beautiful, flashy kicks. Yeah, that would have been a cool team up. Um, I think I could be misremembering, or maybe it was a rumor or whatever, but I think they are doing a movie together. A straight to DVD movie, of course. I think they might be teaming up soon. I don't know in what capacity, if they're both going to be the leads or whatever, or maybe one of them is a bit or sort of lesser part in each other's movie. I don't know, but I have heard that soon there's going to be a movie. The movie, the movie's cast list had both of them in it anyway. Let's put it that way. So there might be a Van Damme and Cynthia Rothrock film on the horizon. But if they teamed up in the '90s, ooh, that would have been awesome for sure. Imagine her in like Double Impact or whatever. Or yeah, what Van Damme from the '90s would she have been great in? Well, any really, but which one of these of those films had a great female part? Yeah, Double Impact had that female bodybuilder, but she didn't really do much fighting, from what I remember. But that would have been a good part, I think. Yeah, let me know, guys. Is there a '90s Van Damme film that Cynthia would have been great in? Also, another collaboration I would add is, since we're of course watching a Chuck Norris film, Cynthia Rothrock and Chuck Norris together. That would have been a cool team up. I know that there are friends in real life, because I think at the aforementioned London Film Comic Con last year, I think both of them took a picture together and they posted it on social media. So yeah. And of course, everybody wanted in the '90s. Everybody in the '90s wanted a team up of Seagal and Van Damme, but their egos would have clashed big time. I mean, they already don't like each other. So imagine if they actually were in a room together. It's yeah, would have been cool. I mean, I would have definitely, as a fan of both of them, especially of their early work, I would have loved to have seen them in a movie together, but it's never gonna happen. Thanks for letting us know, Wonder Woman Bronson. Yeah, that's definitely what I'd be looking forward to. Um, the Boneyard horror film is some funny shite with a demon poodle. A demon poodle? Wow. And demon Phyllis Diller. I have to check that out. I actually haven't heard that one, so that's going to be one I'll be adding to the list. Yeah, that's her, Cora or Karina Everson, Double Impact. Yeah, that's her. She was a very sexy muscle chick. She still looks pretty good today, though she slimmed down a lot. Yeah, yeah, she was a memorable character in Double Impact. That's for sure. Always remembered her. Yeah. Maximum Risk for the what's her face, Natasha Henstridge role. Oh yeah, if I read it a bit more, yeah, Natasha was great in the role. Imagine Cynthia included fight scenes for. Yeah, that could have worked. That definitely would have made my viewing of the film more enjoyable, because it's not a Van Damme film I particularly enjoy that much. It's an okay film, but it's never really been a sort of big hit with me. It's I prefer others, that's for sure. Oh, it's on YouTube. That's, I guess, the Boneyard, the horror film. Yeah, I'm gonna check that out, Russell. Sue Price in the Nemesis film. She's incredibly ripped and absolutely gorgeous. Oh yeah, the Nemesis films. Yeah, definitely. Imagine her teamed up with Cynthia. That would have been great. Norman fell from Freeze Company. Okay, sold. Oh, yeah. Chuck has been captured. This is the scene where they're gonna bury him alive in his car, which is a pretty awesome concept. I mean, not as awesome for the guy in the car, but I'm speaking in terms of movie ideas of because we've all seen people being buried alive in movies and stuff, but burying them with the car is it's a genius idea, but it also is a bad idea for David Carradine, because obviously Chuck is going to use it to escape because the car has a supercharger. Maybe this influenced Kill Bill as well, because yeah, of course, Uma Thurman's buried alive in Kill Bill in that scene. Maybe Tarantino was a fan of this one. You never know. Don't know how Tarantino feels about Chuck Norris movies, but there's a possibility. Excuse me. Actually, really like The Order with Van Damme 2001. Yeah, that is a underrated one. I agree. It's always been one that I liked. Yeah, Sam Israel, and you got Brian Thompson as the villain. Always great as the villain, so I do like The Order. Oh, I can't wait until Chuck is gonna kick David Carradine's ass. Oh, don't worry. Chuck will be back with a vengeance. Oh, hard target. Yeah, that would be another one. I do love Yancey Butler though. I do love Yancey Butler. So uh, nowhere. Oh, nowhere to run. Yeah, I don't think Cynthia would have done those scenes that that Rosanna Arquette did, because I don't think Cynthia ever did full frontal sort of nudity, and even Sworn to Justice is only like side boob and stuff. But that would have been a good role for her. I mean, it would have required a bit more acting and stuff. But again, I do love Rosanna Arquette in that role. But if it were Cynthia and she got in fight scenes and that and stuff, yeah, that would have been awesome. I pretty much love Nowhere to Run, as it is. So that would have only improved it. So yeah, that would have only been better. Love the old Green Hornet series with Bruce Lee, better than the campy Batman series. Yeah, as Kato, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah, Time Cup. Yeah, yeah, Time Cup. Again, if she was given fight scenes, a female character, and yeah, maybe. I was thinking that myself as well. Yeah, both films have carradine, so yeah, the Bill Kill. The fuck is wrong with me? The Kill connection probably isn't a coincidence. Yeah. Again, I don't know how Tarantino feels about Chuck Norris movies. I never heard him sort of talk about Chuck in interviews. I do believe Tarantino went on record and said that the 80s is the worst decade for films or something. So I'm imagining he's not too big on the action movies from the 80s, but you never know. Tarantino loves a lot of stuff, so. Yeah, true. Imagining Cynthia Rothrock Nowhere to Run was just me wishful thinking. Yeah. Yeah. I'm still kicking. I must be on Broadway. Yeah. The same matter can occupy the same space at the same time. I love Time Cop. One of my absolute favorites. Give me a beer, kid. Yeah. There you go. I love Tarantino, but his taste is questionable sometimes. Yeah. He has some interesting opinions sometimes, let's say. Yeah. And for me, yeah, the 1980s is the best decade for movies. But yeah, 1980 is a great decade action flicks. I love the 90s, but the 80s is so very underrated as a decade. Yeah, the 80s. I mean, so many great films came out in the 80s. It's ridiculous the amount of great stuff from the 80s. Not to mention, of course, my favorite movie of all time, right there. But favorite Mickey Rourke film is Barfly, and The Wrestler. Lost the Oscar, went to Sean Penn for Milk. He was absolutely fantastic in The Wrestler. He definitely deserved the nomination. And yeah, Barfly, very underrated film. Watched that only for the first time recently, not too long ago. Was it about 4, 5, 6 months ago, or something like that. Yeah, it's a great film. I absolutely love it. Mickey Rourke and Faye Dunaway. Very dark drama film, but I did enjoy it. Frank Stallone had a cool little part as well in there. Actually, my throat is getting a bit dry. I'm gonna quickly run and get some water. I'll be back in just a few seconds. Helps if I unmute myself. Here we are. Back again. Guess who's back? Oh yeah, Close Range. Yeah, with the Penn brothers. King of New York. Oh, watch out, guys. Somebody has mentioned Christopher Walker. You know what's coming up next. Let me prepare for this one. You know, I love Christopher Walken. I do an impression every time somebody mentions him, so don't mention him too much. Otherwise, you all might get, fatigued with me doing the impression. So, anyway. At least this time I can do the impression. Yeah, Rourke was robbed by the Academy. The Oscars is... Oh, yeah. I didn't even fucking know it was tonight. So, yeah, there you go. Last time I watched was in 2020 for... because The Irishman was nominated for Pacino. Pacino was nominated for the Oscar again for The Irishman. And everything went to Parasite. And I was like, And then Brad Pitt won for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood over Pacino, which I love Brad Pitt in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, but Pacino should have won that fucking Oscar. I mean, he was so amazing in The Irishman. Yeah. Russell also has a Mickey playlist. Awesome. Yeah, just don't like Quentin Tarantino. Scarface is the greatest film of all time, in my opinion. Well, you and me are going to be good buddies because that's my favorite movie. Then, Cape Fear 1991. Yeah, that's a fantastic movie as well. And yeah, Misery. Yeah, gotta love Misery. Animal Factory, Willem Dafoe, Edward Furlong, Mickey playing Tranny Jan, and playing Tranny Jan the actress. Oh, I think that's his character now. Yeah. I had a time machine, I would travel to 1983, 1984 to watch Scarface in the cinema. It's beloved now, but the original reaction to it was scathing. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I was glad enough to to catch it on the re-release last year. It was so amazing. When those lights went out and I heard the Scarface theme and the Universal logo pop up in the cinema, I was like, oh yeah, almost had a fucking orgasm right there. But it was a great experience. I haven't watched the Oscars since Sly was nominated for Creed. Yeah, I can imagine that as well. I was really rooting for Sly for that one, but yeah, he got robbed. Got fucking robbed. Absolutely. Have you seen The Cutter? Yeah, no, again, that's another one I haven't seen. That's another one of his sort of later TV movies or straight to video movies or whatever. No, I haven't seen that one. Again, most of Chuck's stuff I've seen is this real, classic vintage stuff from the 70s and 80s. Not too much from the 90s and 2000s. So yeah, Charles Bronson. Yeah, Bronson. The 80s had real action stars. Today they just think they are. Exactly. And I think, this is, yeah, welcome Michael Myers. I was just looking if this is your first comment. It is. So welcome, Mr. Myers. I bury those cockroaches. My favorite line in Scarface. It's one of my favorite lines, yeah. If I had a nickel for every time I said that line with the impression, I'd be a rich man. I came across my copy of Animal Factory the other day. Good drama. I'll have to check that out. Wasn't Lone Wolf like a PG in the States? Yes, I did talk about that in the beginning because Franz pointed out that it's a, what was it, Franz, an 18 over there in the UK? Over there by you guys. Yeah, I think it was originally R-rated, but Chuck pleaded for the film to get a PG rating, so they relented and made it a PG. But it's an 18 in Germany, it's an 18 in the UK, so he should have pleaded a bit more for other countries. Yeah, I don't remember the color being very. Yeah, I think most of his early 2000 stuff isn't all too great. So, oh, Brandon is here. Brandon, Gothic horror lover. Hey, Brandon, how's it going? Good to see you. It's been a few months, but I'm back. Oh, I'm back. Should do it like Arnold. Welcome back. Yeah, I do love The Hitman. Yeah, that's one I'm gonna be watching tomorrow. That is one that I do love, The Hitman. Yeah, Chuck Norris with the mullet, very much like Van Damme in Hard Target. Yeah, indeed. Good evening, Mr. Myers. Oh, and here's Mayan. Hey, Mayan. How's it going? Good to see her, May. Um, yeah, welcome to the chat. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, 18 here. Yeah, I was correct. Yeah, it is an 18 in the UK. There you go. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate that so much. Yeah, I think it has two uses of the F word in this movie, which isn't too bad considering it's from the 80s. I mean, usually they were effing and blinding all over the place, but yeah. Damn, are we at the finale already? Damn, this movie flew by. I recognize Chuck's, red headband. It's about time to get the finale, the final fight. This movie absolutely flew by. Khalil's Way is a great flick. Oh yes, definitely. Also another underrated film, and Scent of a Woman and Sea of Love. I think almost all Al Pacino films are great. Well, you're preaching to the choir here, but also like 88 Minutes, great little thriller. Yeah, I do like 88 Minutes. It's a good one. Favorite James Caan films? The first buddy cop film, Freebie and the Bean. I still have to see that one. Thief, Rollerball, Brian's Song, and The Gambler. I've seen Thief, I've seen Rollerball. I wasn't too big on Rollerball. I should really give that a rewatch. Haven't seen Briar's Song, but I've seen The Gambler. Yeah, that was a good one. And Freebie and the Bean, again, I really do have to check that one out. But yeah, James Caan, great actor, for sure. Now we have people saying hi to each other. I'll just bring these up. Hey, hey. Yeah, everybody's saying hi. Oh, thank you, friends. Yeah, leave a like, all that good stuff, guys. Appreciate it. Oh yeah, Freakins Cruising with Al Pacino and Joe Spinell. Yeah, interesting to say the least. That movie, interesting. So much swearing in the 80s, so many bad TV edits. Yeah, how am I gonna get Scarlet Teddy eating pineapple, man? That's of course from the TV edit from Scarface. Yeah, Thief is among his better acting jobs. I got the Criterion collection Blu-ray of that one. Yeah, I'll have to get a physical copy of that as well. I actually don't have one. The only Criterion edition I have is for The Irishman. Don't have many Criterion um, uh, editions. Oh yeah, I used to have it on DVD recently. I think last year I got the Blu-ray for the film. But it's a good film. 88 minutes. Chuck is pretty anti-swearing. The only movie I've seen him drop the F-bomb is in The Hitman. I think you are correct there. Off the top of my head, I think that is the only film where he says the F-bomb. Yeah. Joe Spinell got his eating, drinking, and cocaine habits under control. He would have lived into the 90s and would have been an even bigger character actor. He was fantastic, wasn't he? He was pretty much everything that guy did. He was great. Yeah, I love Joe Spinell. He should get a sort of tribute month or whatever or something. Then again, he's been a character. He has been a lead in many films, but he definitely deserves some more recognition. That's for sure. Yeah, great film. I think this is in regards to Thief or maybe Hitman or 80 Minutes. A lot of films being brought up. And I'm not super into Michael Mann films, but that is one of the better films of its release year, I'll say. Yeah, it is a good one. Definitely, I agree. What was it, 1981? 82? Thief? Yeah. Oh, this is it. This is the final showdown between Chuck Norris and David Carradine. Oh yeah, there he is. Chuck has the 44 Magnum ready. I think it is a 44 Magnum. Nickel plated. It's a cool looking weapon anyway. But of course, it wouldn't be as simple as just shooting the bastard. We're gonna have to have a big showdown, a big fight. I have quite a few James Caan films and a few I haven't seen. I've not yet seen Alien Nation, Killer Elite. Oh, I've seen Killer Elite. That one was, especially considering it's a Sam Peckinpah film, I was very, very disappointed with Killer Elite, to be fair. Burt Young was in that as well, the late great Burt Young. Pretty good part. He was pretty much a saving grace for me in that one because, yeah, it's Duval and James Caan, you know. Both of them were in The Godfather. They've done a couple films together. This is probably my least favorite of their pairings. It really wasn't too much to it. Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of Killer Elite. I've ordered Lay in a Cage on Blu-ray, which I'm very much looking forward to seeing. I haven't heard of that one, so I'll have to check that one out as well. Remember Chuck and yeah, there was a backlash on Expendables 2. I remember this story. Yeah, Chuck didn't want any F words or whatever in Expendables, so he wanted it to be PG-13, but then Sly convinced him it should be an R-rated film, and then of course Sly went back on that for Expendables 3, and that was a PG-13 film. So yeah, but I remember that bit. I remember that whole discussion. I do love his movements, you know, with the the David Carradine makes. And he does the head movements and stuff. This is a great fight scene. You can definitely tell it's well choreographed, and allegedly one of the two knows what they're doing. I don't know how much truth there is to David Carradine not really being the greatest martial artist, or was he a great martial artist, whatever. I don't know, but I know that this fight scene looks great on screen. That's what I do know for sure. So. And Chuck, you know, to be fair, again, unlike Steven Seagal, as a hero should, Chuck takes a couple of punches and a couple of hits. We need to see the hero get punished a little bit, and so that, you know, when they come back, it's more triumphant and whatever. Unlike Seagal, who's just like takes everybody out. And, yeah, I mean, it's cool, but it sort of wears off pretty quickly, doesn't it? We need to see the hero go through it a little bit. It's like in the Rocky movies, you know. It wouldn't be fun if Rocky just won in the first round. Yeah. James Caan in the film Good Neighbor was okay, but great twists, which I did not expect. I haven't seen that one either. Still so many I need to watch. Any love for Frankie and John? Oh, now you're talking. I love Frankie and Johnny. Shameless self-plug. I have done a review of it. Go check that out. I do love Frankie and Johnny. Yeah. Oh yeah, the Italian cop and thief was an ex-thief who provided the tools, everything that was for real. Yeah, I think you mentioned that yesterday on the Heat stream. I remember that. Yeah, true. Oh, nice spin kick. Roundhouse kick, I should say. Yeah, I mean, that's the build-up, the music. Of course, he's not going to be playing fair, so... Oh, yeah. We lose Barbara Carrera. Which is a damn shame. What is this? Anyone wants more Spinell stories? Check out the Pizzo Well. I hope I pronounced that correctly. I have heard of the channel. Live stream from 2 years ago or so with director William Lustig. Again, I hope I pronounced that correctly. He tells some bangers about Joe's life. Interesting. Can't really see Spinell as a leading man, but he was always awesome in those little roles. Taxi Driver, Cruising. Isn't he in Nighthawks too? Yes, he is. He is in Nighthawks, yeah. And I always forget he's in Taxi Driver, but then at the very first scene, he's right there. Yeah, yeah. Morrissey should have been more, at least third built. Had he lived a decade longer, he should have been on television, act more regularly. Yeah, some cool guest parts would have been awesome. Oh, here we go. Hand grenade. I don't know how realistic it is for him to dodge all that automatic gunfire, but again, it's an action movie, you know, suspension of disbelief and stuff. Nice explosion. And there you go, problem taken care of. The bad guy is, well, blew up into a million bits. He was scary and oh, Maniac, yeah, love Maniac. Last horror film wasn't great. Yeah. I've ordered Lady in a Cage. I typed quickly. Autocorrect. Lady in a Cage was this. What was your last comment? Oh, Lady in a Cage. Oh, okay, yeah, I get it. No worries. Yam yam. Yeah, I saw Killer Elite recently. It's okay. It was okay, but it's lower tier packing. But yeah, I wasn't too big on it, honestly. Someone the other day on one posts mentioned Red Sonja, yeah. Would have loved for Brigitte Nielsen to also turn into a bigger mainstream actress. Her looks in the 80s were honestly perfect. I can see that. Yeah, Brigitte did look very good and very nice in the 80s films that she did. Beverly Hills Cop 2, Cobra, Red Sonja, and Rocky 4. Yeah, James Caan, yeah. Have the Second Sight Mean Streets limited edition 4K. Oh, I still have to get that. Yeah, I've heard that's a really, really good edition. So I might consider getting that. They made Expendables 4 an R, but someone forgot the film actually had to be good. Very true. And somebody forgot that it's a homage to 80s and 90s action and that they should cut down on CGI, but yeah, that didn't happen as well. Is a Mean Streets coming to Criterion Collection release? I don't know about that one, to be honest. Maybe somebody else in the chat will answer that one. Maniac all the way, yeah. Still collect physical media, but alas, just 6 or so titles a year because I need to move to have more space. Not even joke. Oh yeah, I feel your issues with space. Yeah, I think all of us collectors eventually run out of space, so it's the issue we all deal with. Expendables 3, yeah, Expendables 3 is okay. Yeah, definitely compared to 4 from what I've heard, so yeah, it would be no contest. There would be no Rocky film without Joe Spinell, yeah. Mr. Gazzo. Again, yeah. He gave him a couple $100, didn't he, in the first Rocky. We're about to get the end credits on this one. Chuck Norris being called out for action, yeah. Oh, damn it, JJ. You'll never change. Yeah. Great movie. Let's see. I wonder why Van Damme's flicks has a lot of slow motion in the fights, and I'd love to have seen it without the slow motion. I mean, I love the slow motion in the Van Damme fight scenes, especially when he does a big hit or kick and he does that wah sound. You know, it's I freaking love that. There we go. And credits are rolling. Oh, I forgot we do a montage of what's happened in the film during the credits. Reminds you of all the great scenes and stuff, yeah. See if there's any names I recognize. Oh yeah, Chuck Norris, J.J. McQuade, obviously. Yeah, David Carradine, Barbara Carrera, Leon Isaac Kennedy, Robert Beltran. Well, yeah, yeah. Crowds are going too fast. William Sanderson, I forgot he was in this. Yeah. I'll cast in alphabetical order. Oh, there he is, Alcu Jones. Yeah. Bless him. I have to. Damn, there's a lot of comments. Shit, there is a lot of comments. I really have to fucking catch up. But you know, I love the slow-mo and Van Damme films. What's everyone doing tomorrow? Well, tomorrow around this time, I'll be on Dan's Movie Cave for a Chuck Norris career discussion and birthday celebration stream. I have shared a trailer for that in the beginning. I probably will share the trailer in the Invasion USA stream I'll be doing after this. Again, I'll reshare it. So that's what I'll be doing tomorrow. So true, Russell. Also, Stallone turned his back on him in the very early 80s. Stallone isn't the hero that many presume he is, no offense. Turn his back on him? This is in reference to. Is that about... Joe Spinell. Oh, I did not know that. I thought they were still on good terms. Yeah. Boasting is a word we say in West Midlands in England. It means great. Okay, get it, yeah. Slowly but surely, I'm learning a bit more of the English UK slang and stuff and the words. So everyone needs to check out All the Great Names Are Taken podcast. Awesome channel. Yes, indeed. Indeed, I agree. I knew an Englishman from the Midlands. My surname is Middleton, so England always fascinated me. Ah. The events, characters, and everything portrayed in this film is fictitious. I thought this was a documentary about Chuck Norris, but yeah, there you go. I can remove this screen now and go back to the yeah, there we go, to the regular layout. Yeah, that was Lone Wolf McQuade. Damn, that film flew by. So I got about 45 minutes, 30 minutes of intermission time. I'll get through all the comments and then I'll see you in 30 minutes or so for Invasion USA. I can actually sit back a bit now as well. There we go. Yeah, covered this one. Yeah, the last horror film was pretty bad. Agreed on Fanatic, aka the last horror film. I mean, I enjoyed the stolen shots of the 81 Cannes Film Festival and all of the topless tits. Well, can't go wrong there. But man, it was too disjointed for me. Honestly, the insane story of the last horror film, going over budget and shooting an additional month or so is it's more interesting than what turned out underacted on screen. Let me just quickly. I can disconnect my phone here now. There we go. Because it was echoing a little bit. There we go. Crap, almost knocked over my tripod. Yeah, thanks once again, May. I really appreciate that. A lot of viewers there. I wasn't expecting this many people to turn up for Chuck Norris watch party, but love it. I'm loving it. Jason Statham's Killer Willie remake. It's just the same name. I thought it was a remake as well, but it's just the same name. This is an instance where I do prefer the Jason Statham film over the, similarly named original sort of film, I guess. Yeah, Brigitte sadly drank too much and smoked daily. Like I said in the post, I smoke cigars, but alas, I'm a man. Well, can't go wrong with a good stogie. I appreciate a good cigar now and then as well. It's much tougher on women's facial looks. Brigitte was also a good singer. I have heard one or two of her songs. Not my thing, but I've heard worse, that's for sure. Yeah. So, different film. Yeah, for the Killer Elite, that's it. Never really warmed to Brigitte. Think she was at her best in Beverly Hills Cop 2. Yeah, that's probably my favorite role of her. Also, I do love her in Cobra. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, Russell does have a lot of actor playlists. That is very true. Oh, she's the best thing of Beverly Hills Cop too. Yeah, sadly, how low budget early '90s. Sadly, her low budget early '90s work and her going back to Europe sunk any LA Hollywood title she could have co-starred in. Yeah, true. True. I think she has done a few decent sort of TV movies or like straight to video movies in the '90s, but not too much of note for nothing mainstream. I guess that's what I'm looking for. The Expandable movies all are a bit meh. Well, I love the second one. The second one is probably my favorite. But yeah, the CGI has always sort of bothered me. Like even in the first one and in the second one, all the CGI blood. And even the Ram before that bothers me a bit. So, but still, the decent films definitely miles ahead of Expendables 4. That's for sure. Oh wait, I didn't read that all the way. It's supposed to be a throwback to '80s when, of course, CGI effects were all yeah, exactly. She also needed an acting coach. I know, but I could have seen her by the mid '90s as a rebooted Charlie's Angels villain. Ooh. She just needed an acting coach and better roles. Yeah, she could have been good. Yeah, she could have been better than yeah it turned out for her. So yeah. Oh, thank you, Russell. Much love and respect to you as well. Thanks for tuning in. And yeah, again, I'll be live in 30 minutes again after this or so for where is it? Can't find. Oh, there it is. Invasion USA coming up next on this Chuck Norris extravaganza double bill, whatever it's called. William Sanderson was a great character actor. Yes, I agree. Music group playlist also. Yeah. Honestly, tomorrow I'm getting back into working out. Also, happy birthday to Dan. Dan. Which Dan? Was it Dan's birthday? Or is this a different Dan? Well, I think Dan's birthday is in April. I'll have to ask him. Anyway, today is Chuck's birthday. That's why we're doing this. So I do know that. Yeah, he's an amazing actor. This is in reference to is this William Sanderson? I'm guessing. The slow motion hose scene reminds me of an '80s Coca-Cola commercial. I can see that. I can see that. 67 and seen many great films growing up. Oh yeah. You definitely know your stuff, that's for sure. Absolutely. Apparently, Stallone's agent persuaded Sly that he had to ditch his old friends when he started to become more famous. Ooh. I did not know about that, so yeah. There you go, you learn something new every day. Good and bad, yeah. Lone Wolf was based on nothing but solid facts, surely. Yeah, I thought it was a documentary, but apparently. Right, France. Oh yeah, that's regarding Stallone. He was also covered in the Joe Spinell story documentary and all of the DVDs and Blu-rays. So yeah, that was really shady on Sly's part. He was also covered in. Oh, okay, I'll have to check that out. The documentary then. Forgot Chuck was so hairy he gave Robin Williams a run for his money. Yeah, Big Sean would have been pleased as well. I mean, yeah, I'm not super into her singing as I don't listen to dance pop, but I mean, she hit the notes. Yeah, again, yeah. I'm never going to criticize anybody singing. I mean, at least they try it and stuff, and you know, I'm not going to try because I can't fucking sing. So, yeah, I'm a lone wolf. No fam and good friends left, so I love going to live live watch-alongs. Now our fam. Yes, awesome, Russell. Yeah, always great. Connecting with like-minded people and stuff. I love it. Brigitte was a hard party girl. Sly lived a life of discipline. It was never gonna last. Yeah, I mean that was just doomed from the beginning, wasn't it? Digging your shirt. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, there it is. My original 101 Bronson shirt. If I can show a original channel since what does it say there? January 27th, 2014. Over 10 years now, bloody hell. Yeah, Chain Heat too. Yeah, that's the one I remember. Yeah. right France. I'm sure they're going out 4 nights a week plus, always having 4 drinks a day. Was never going to always sit with him until the end of the day. Yeah. Again, that was just doomed from the beginning, wasn't it? The CGI blood was the one thing that dragged Rambo 4 down for me, just too cartoonish. Yeah, that's the only gripe I have about the film. I love pretty much everything about it otherwise, but yeah, we're gonna get there. Love said and Nancy have the Blu-ray with Gary Oldman. Don't think I've seen that one either. So you're coming up with some great ones. I'll have to catch up on. Yeah, and just about 30 minutes. You're all going to be begging for so many. You're all going to be hit with so many rights. You're going to be begging for a left, as Chuck says in Invasion USA. I think Sly's director's cut of. Yeah, I agree. I love the Rambo 4 director's cut. That's the version I have on Blu-ray. The DVD I had was the original one, but for the Blu-ray version, I got the director's cut, and I much prefer it. Yeah, it takes out some of the ropey CGI and adds some scenes that should have stayed in the first place. Absolutely, 100% agree. Definitely. Yeah, it is Chuck's 84th birthday today. He is happy birthday, Chuck. Yeah, 84 years old. Once he doing a director's cut of Cobra, would rather have that than freaking Rocky 5. Yeah, I could see that. I can see that. I would love both. You know, I'm a fan of Rocky 5 myself, so it was the first Rocky film I've ever seen. So I can't really criticize it too much. But yeah, who knows? I would love it if he does. Is Brigitte popular in the Netherlands? Not as much as she is in Germany. I mean, she was, I think, on the a couple of years ago. I think she was on the German version of what's that TV show, the reality show with all the celebs, and you guys have it in UK as well, Big Brother and stuff. And like when they go into the jungle, like a star in the jungle, get me out. I don't know what it's called in English, but I think she did the German version of that recently. She's popular in Germany, but I don't think she's as much popular over here. To be fair, Cobra film. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, before I get to Cobra film, yeah. I'm a Star, Get Me Out of Here or something like that's what it's called in German, I think, yeah. Yeah, this was the one I was going to read. Cobra film, I cry when they crash. Yeah, I love that car. Fantastic car. Definitely on the level of Chuck's awesome car in Lone Wolf McQuade. Said and Nancy is amazing in spots. I also own it. Oh, cool. Yeah, again, a lot of people come up with some fantastic recommendations here. I'll really have to play the stream back and make notes. I wasn't able to make notes, but I have to write down some of these titles. I've been dreaming of a superior director's cut of Cobra for years, but I honestly think that the footage is lost by now. We never know. We never know. It might still be out there somewhere. I know there are deleted scenes from the TV version out there, and they could, start by reinserting those. And we never know. There might be some bits left. Chuck must have been alive during World War II. Well, not only was he alive, he ended it single-handedly. Don't you know? It's Chuck Norris fact. I've got 2 German friends from Hamburg. I adore Germans, despite my ancestors mostly being from England, Scotland, and Wales. Well, yeah, I live in the Netherlands, right next to Germany. I mean, it's like 10 minutes away from me, so I'm crossing the border quite often into Germany, to my neighboring country. There's folks that claim to have seen the uncut Cobra, but have serious doubts. Yeah, apparently it's out there somewhere, like a work print version, but I haven't seen anything surface recently or whatever. So if anybody has, I'll be willing to pay a good amount of money for that, for a work print version. That's for sure. I have the limited edition Blu-ray for Inside. Love French extreme films. Awesome. I have to just go through a few more comments, and then I'll get to my intermission, because I need to set up for the next stream for Invasion USA. Honestly, Shout Factory dropped the ball on their edition of Cobra. There was just plain no excuse to finally have an extended cut of it by now. Yeah, at least that version did at least have a couple of like featurettes and like interviews, and I remember like Brian Thompson did an interview for that one. At least that had something compared to the bare bones Warner Brothers DVD and Blu-ray. Yeah, there had been so much talk over years with very little proof, indeed. Yeah, it's a shame. I know that Cobra isn't super loved. Well, I love it, but alas, it needs a director's cut. The film would really benefit the show more with a cult, plus more character development. Absolutely, absolutely. Brandon, I was born in Hamburg, but British raised because I was adopted. Yes, Russell is British born, but or German born but British raised. That's it. Chuck single-handedly stopped the U.S. invasion with his Uzi, so anything is possible. Yeah, there you go. Exactly. Apparently, Chuck Norris built the hospital he was born in, so that's another Chuck Norris fact. The work print version apparently has all uncut deaths before the MPAA made him cut shots. Yeah, more scenes with the cult with instructions, plus longer early scenes of Brigitte's blonde boyfriend. Yeah. Cuban, no Dutch, Irish. My father was from Wales. I feel like this is a quote, but it's going over my head. This one, this is the one. This is the one quote that goes over my head for now, anyway. I'm sure once Fran says where it's from, I'll be like, oh right, but oh, I love Cobra. It's honestly one of the few Sly films I'm into. One of the few Sly films I love. I'm into horror, but I love Cobra. Yeah. There's a Cobra commentary with Cosmatos. Yes, where he mentions some of the deleted gore. Yeah. Yeah, that is the only thing that's on the Warner Bros. Blu-ray is the Cosmatos audio commentary. Oh, interesting, Russell. Lucky you, dude. Ooh, comments jumped. Hate it when I do that. Naked Gun though. Okay. Yeah, there you go. Bingo. There you go. Yes, that's a bingo, and that's a wrap for the comments for now. So, again, I'm going to take a quick intermission. I'll be back in about 20 minutes or so for Invasion USA. So, thanks for watching this one, and I hope some of you might be joining for, again, for the Chuck classic that is Invasion USA. So, if I get my big sausage fingers out of the way, there it is. Look at that poster. That's an awesome poster. So yeah, Invasion USA coming up in just a few minutes. We'll be back. We'll see you soon. Oh, wait, just a couple of quick counts left. Russell, I'm always lucky. The Cobra commentaries where you can really tell Sly directed that film as George often struggles. Yeah, it was an awkward listen. Later, everyone. Peace. Later, Mayan. Thanks for joining. Later, Brandon. And later, Michael Myers. And later, everybody that is up for joining me for that one. So adios, guys, for this one. We'll see you soon. Time for intermission.